There's one key thing that stops e-commerce brands from making as much money from their email marketing as they should be. The bad news is that it's really hard to actually fix that thing. The good news is that you can use the process I'm about to give you to significantly increase your chances of that one thing being good. So let's get into it. If you can't already tell, that one thing is copywriting. Before you click off and just write that off as something that doesn't matter, your copywriting is the backbone of all the money you make from your email marketing, no matter who you are. If you're a brand like a supplement brand or something like that, it's gonna be more so based on your copy than if you sell like t-shirts or something. But no matter what, your copy is extremely important for the success of your email marketing. So first, I'm gonna walk you through the process, including all of this, before I show you an exact example with this brand, Dr. Squatch. And then I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, but first I'll just give you the actual process. So basically, you've got an e-commerce brand here, and this is a wall that's stopping your brand from making a lot of money from email marketing. Then you've got Ryu from Super Street Fighter here, which is the e-commerce brand in this situation. And then he uses his blue flame ball of copywriting to destroy this wall. This blue flame is created by using this process. So starting at the top, this process, you start with your brand information, your reviews, both on your website and on your Amazon if you sell on Amazon, your competitors' reviews if they sell to the same customer profile as you, and then various product info about your actual products. Then you're going to put all this stuff into ChatGPT. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then you're going to essentially use two prompts that I'm going to give you to have ChatGPT essentially just generate a bunch of different angles. So you're going to start by getting 20 to 40 value angles. So these are going to be angles that are more educational, entertaining, intriguing, stuff like that. Then you're also going to get 20 to 40 sales angles. So these are just based on actually selling. They're both extremely important to have. And then from here, you're going to put them into a universal testing Google Doc, angle testing, so that's what this is going to be for. And then from here, you're going to have a proven angles section and an untested angles section. This is where all the money comes in, and we'll get to that in a second. But you're going to use these untested angles, and you're going to send them to your email list. This is where they're actually going to be tested. You're going to create content around those angles. Then you're going to get feedback, which is the results from those campaigns. When you get this feedback, you're going to add some of these angles to the proven angles section. This is where all the money is. This is what's super valuable, is when you get this proven angles section to be really well built. Then from here, you're essentially going to plug in another prompt to ChatGPT to make more of these. And now you have a ton of new angles. You can see infinite new angles that are based on what your audience actually wants. So let's get right into the actual example of this. So we're going to be doing this for Dr. Squatch. So the first thing is brand info, your reviews, competitors' reviews, and various product info. We're going to put that all into ChatGPT. So let me pull up a new GPT here. So first we're going to start by just saying, you can literally steal this exact prompt. I'm going to say, I'm going to give you a bunch of information about our brand that sells, in this case, organic soap, deodorant, and more. Don't do anything with it yet. Just remember it. You're just going to say that, and then it's going to say, okay, cool. Now we want to give it Dr. Squatch's brand info. So our story, the Squatch difference, we can copy and paste all this into ChatGPT. In fact, let me come back when that's done. Alright, so as you can see, I just plugged a bunch of information straight copy and pasted from Dr. Squatch's About Us page, and now ChatGPT has all that. So now I'm going to do some product reviews, and then I'll come back once that's done. Alright, so now we've got a bunch of reviews plugged in. We've got a bunch of information that ChatGPT has about the brand, the products, the customers, all that stuff. So now if we go back to our little map here, So we gave ChatGPT all this information. It's got all that information about the company. It's very well educated. Now we need to give it 2 prompts to give us value angles and sales angles. So I added these prompts in here. First, we're going to do the value one. And so I'll stop here if you want to pause and steal this. This is the prompt. It's good to say prompt at the beginning so it knows that you're asking it to do something. Say prompt, give me 20 to 40 email marketing angles we could send to our brand's email list using the information you know about our brand, customers, and products. These angles should be purely valuable, entertaining, or intriguing with less emphasis on selling. Don't include any type of one-time sales, holidays, or anything in that field. Now, it just gave us all of those. Actually, it's still going, so I'll come back when it's done. Alright, so it gave us all 40 value angles. Now, we want to give it the other prompt, which is for the sales angles. And so that prompt is going to be prompt, give me 20 to 40 email marketing angles we could send to our brand's email list using the information you know about our brand, customers, and products. These angles should be purely to sell product with less emphasis on giving away value. Don't include any type of one-time sales, holidays, or anything in that field. And now you can see it's pumping those out, so I'll come back in a second. Alright, so it finished up. We've got all 80 angles here. The next step, as you can see in this map, is that now we're going to put these angles into the universal angle testing Google Docs. So we got the doc pulled up. We've got an angles section just because there will likely be more sections in this doc as you build it out and add more stuff to it, whatever. But for the sake of this video, we have angles, we have our proven angles, and we have our untested angles. And then within the untested angles, you have a value angle section and a sales angle section. So what we're gonna do is go back to ChatGPT. This is the value one, so we're gonna copy that. We're gonna throw it in right here. And then if you wanna go find and replace and then get rid of those, because it does that when it bolds it. And then we'll just get rid of this text. And then we will get rid of that text. Boom. Okay, we got our value angles. Now the sales angles, we're gonna go back in and copy that. Throw that right there. Once again, let's get rid of those. And let's delete that text and delete that text. Okay, you now have 80 angles. This is a lot of stuff to work with. Beautiful. Next step. So we already did this. We broke it up into a proven and untested angles section. I showed you the way that's done in the Google Doc. And the next part is testing it. So you're gonna test these and make content around these in your emails and send the content to your email list. You can, just pick out your favorites and do it that way. You can, send these to your team and see which ones they each want to try out. Test different angles. You never know what's going to hit best. I mean, as the brand owner, you might already have an idea of what's going to work well and you want to try that. That's great. But test the stuff out. Obviously, some emails you're going to want to give more value and some emails you're going to want to sell hard. So that's why we track them differently. And yeah, test these out. That's a big piece of this because that's the whole point of actually making them. But once you've tested them and now you're getting some results in the door and you're seeing like, wow, this one killed it. Now you're getting feedback, which is the results of the actual campaigns. The next part of this is to add them to the proven angles section. This is where all the money is. So let's say from our value angles we used soap for every type of man, and we did some design email and that just ended up working really well. We're going to copy that. We're going to move it up here to our proven angles checklist. So usually what we do is we highlight them blue after we use them so that we know that it's been used before. And yeah, so now you have a proven angle. Let's, like just for example, sake of example, we'll take 3 more here. We'll say that we used each of these. This was 2, 3, and 4. All right, so these ones killed it. Soap for Every Type of Man, Adventure Calls, DIY, Recycling with Squatch Products, and Philanthropy at Dr. Squatch. These 4 angles crushed it, and we want to keep using them. Let's go back to our little mind map here. Now we need a prompt to make more of these. So let me jump back once I have that prompt set up. All right, so we're back and we got the prompt. So you can see at the bottom of the screen here. So the prompt is going to be the angle that I copy and pasted below is a marketing angle that we use to create and then you're going to do either value or sales here. So in this example, we're going to use value. To create a value-based email, which we sent to our email list. It performed very well, so we want to get more angles that are similar to this one so we can test those as well. Please, say please because ChatGPT likes it when you talk nicely to it. Please create 5 to 10 new angles that are similar to the one below, could be considered branches of it, or would go well with it as a subtopic. Do not include any one-time sales, holidays, or anything in that field. Then it's going to go angle colon your angle. So we're going to go here. We're going to take, let's do philanthropy at Dr. Squatch. And then let's copy that there. And then we're just going to submit that and see what it gives us. So given the success, now it's going to give us probably 10 different angles that would go well as a sub angle. So I'll come back when this is done. Alright, so it gave us the angles, and if you're watching this and you're an ecom brand owner, I pray that you use this strategy because it just gave us some gold. So the angle was philanthropy at Dr. Squatch, highlighting our give back program and its impact. Now you can see here, all of this is based on like partner spotlights, who we support and why, the difference we made together. Then a lot of these are like the different, or how we choose our give back initiatives, staff and customer stories on giving back. Like these are super valuable angles, and they're all branched off what already worked on the email list. This is ridiculously valuable. If you have a brand, I strongly encourage you to do this. We're doing this for all of our clients and generating some really cool stuff with it. So yeah, that's a great, stock of angles. So now I would probably take all these, copy it, and then I would throw it. So in this case, now that you have these, I would just create a tab and then let's see. You could either, let's see, can I like tab that? There we go. So you can either set it up like this so that it's under each of these, or you could create a whole new section down here for subtopic angles. And the other thing I forgot to note is that you should do value angles and sales angles in the proven angles section as well. So we're going to do that too. You should do it like that. Now, you can see here that we've got angles that have killed it on the list. We've got subtopics from those angles. There would be more for those ones as well. You've got a ridiculous amount of untested angles. All of these could each turn into 40 other angles on their own. It's crazy how valuable this is. So now we got into the end. You have a ton of new angles, pretty much infinite new angles based off the one that already worked. And that's the end of the video. That's it. I hope you found this valuable. If you have any questions on this, go back through, watch it through, make sure that you covered everything. At the very beginning of the video, go back and watch the part where I went through the whole process first before going through the actual example. But if you have any questions on this, you can drop a reply in the comments and I'll get back to you. But if you want a team to do all of this for you, that's what we do at my agency at Rame Copy. We work with e-commerce brands and we essentially just run their entire email and SMS marketing funnel. and we do it at a really high level. We have a ton of results. You can go on the site rehmcopy.com and check it out. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to go check us out. And I'd love to have a conversation with you and just see where we can potentially add a bunch of revenue to your guys' e-commerce brand this year. So if you have any questions, drop a reply. Peace.